One of the things that I see a lot of people do on these, which blows me away, is that they don't really test fit the wrap prior to trying to apply it to the gun. Any stickers that you have ever, I'm a big sticker cat, and essentially this is a giant sticker for your gun. I like to test fit. You know, what's going to line up where? You know, like, okay, so we line up the Glock logo, but we know when we're trying to apply this left side, which is what Talon says to do first, we know that this front edge we're going to have to peel back, because once these finger tabs come back around, they want it under this grip. So when we're putting it on, we know we're not going to want to put much pressure here, you know what I mean, because we got to pull that back up here in just a moment. You know, how does this back strap, you know, how should it be centered when it's mounted correctly? So if we line up the Glock, so that's going to be centered. See, like right away I noticed, and I wouldn't have thought that would be the case, it actually covers up the little hole here on the mag well. Frankly, I'm a little surprised by that, because when the mag is in here, you can see this is constantly open. Is dirt going to get in there and then contaminate that? Make that fall off eventually? You know, I look at stuff like that and say, that's the kind of thing right there, that's going to be a problem child. You know, is that going to be a problem child? I'm actually looking at that right now currently thinking, should I cut that with a pair of scissors and try to cut around to that? I don't really like that. I think that's, how do you go to the trouble to put the hole for the Glock logo and then cover up a hole that's open to contamination? You know, shirt lint, general dirt, grease, any of that. Okay, so does it mount up with the mag on the other side? You notice when you finish, it ought to be pretty square. You're going to be lined up here. Here you got a couple of reference points. Finger wraps are going to wrap like so. How far under are they going to be? What's that, 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch? A little higher on the tops. You know, and certainly this isn't a perfect, you know, we're not actually putting it on the gun at this moment. We're just looking at it. I'm probably not doing a good job where you guys can see this. So you can see how much is going to be wrapped in underneath the gun. That's actually, let's get the Glock where it needs to go, because that would be about as accurate as you're going to get. And a test fit. Yeah, so same dimension. So I got to decide on this backstrap thing now. That's what I want to do, is try to decide about a backstrap cut that's not perfect. I'm just trying to think to myself, when you're holding the gun, how much are you on the grip in that last section of the, in the last section? You know, you're not on there a whole bunch. You can see here's the hole. I mean, you're certainly up on the second half more than the first half. The problem is, I know I can cut that straight off and it'll come off pretty good. If I try to cut it at a hole, I probably will not get it square. I feel confident I will not get it square. Knowing that makes me more likely to cut it straight across and just be done with it 100%. If I cut it straight across, I mean, I don't know, you know, if it ever did peel up, I guess you could go back and cut that off if it peels up after the fact. I mean, it is kind of already hinged a little bit. You could take an X-Acto knife or real sharp and cut that off. So do you go ahead and try it for the time being with the thought process, hey, I can cut it off if it doesn't work exactly like what I want?